thank you for joining us today, Loren, on the new Hunter and Gatherer series. What can you recommend that entrepreneurs, business owners and business leaders focus on right now in terms of mindset?
So what I'm seeing is that there are two different groups of entrepreneurs: those that are resilient and have been through something similar before and have the mindset to support where they're at currently. They are looking forward into the future and they're seeing opportunities available to them. They're managing their mental health really, really well. They're feeling really, really good. Okay. Those people exist, and it's because they have a particular skill set in place that they have acquired over time. Now I'm seeing another group of entrepreneurs that have regressed. They've gone backwards, right? And this is very, very common when we're exposed to periods of a lot of stress and uncertainty. Most of the world's population is doing it. We just have to look around and see that behavior being exhibited in so many different places, right? So if we're noticing that we're regressing on some of our behavior, that maybe we're going back to old habits, that we're not thinking in a positive manner, that we're spending a lot of time in stress and worry, not taking care of ourselves, then the first piece of that equation has to be filling our own cup and taking care of self. Now, for each individual, that is going to look different. There's no formula to it. For someone, it might be spending more time meditating. For someone, it might be spending more time self-soothing and taking care of self, especially if there are a lot of emotions coming up at the moment, which is really, really normal.
Looking after yourself is most important right now.
Yeah, it really, really is, because everything comes from that. It's harder to enroll clients. It's harder to market yourself and turn up because people can sense it, right? So the first piece in the puzzle always has to be, how am I taking care of self? How am I turning up? Because I did a live on this the other day talking about we're always in the business of energy. And people can sense things on a subconscious level around us. And if we're turning up from a place of fear and uncertainty, guess what? We're going to not be attracting what we want in our life. So we have to be super conscious of that, especially as business owners.
Yeah. So keeping that abundant mindset is more important now than ever before.
Completely. And we are storytellers. We're meaning-making machines. We tell very elaborate stories. The thing is that most of us convince ourselves that those stories are true, whereas a lot of the times they're not true. They're just based on, this mythical story we've told as to like how things are going to unfold. So if we can be conscious of that, have the awareness of it and shift it, we're in a much better place to handle what's coming. And it's not just even in the coming months, like this is going to be ongoing for a very long period of time, I predict.
Yeah. And on predictions, what type of businesses do you predict thriving through this time?
Online businesses. Anything that's already set up digitally, which is fantastic. There's also, people are needing a lot of support at the moment from an emotional standpoint. So I think we're going to see the rise of a lot of, whether we want to call them healers or people that can take care of others. How can we take care of someone else's needs?
I think it has forced us as business owners to think more innovatively and be more creative about how we go about business. And, structuring your business so it's more convenient for your customers isn't such a bad thing, I don't think.
So many people are online at the moment, which means that there is an amazing opportunity, if not to grow your revenue at this time, to grow your audience and your community so that when business returns to, whatever the new normal is, you're really well set up for it. And I definitely think that there will be a very big difference between the people that turn up as leaders at this time, and there'll be people that just disappear from the scene completely, and those that actually turn up and can help guide people through this, because we're building relationship, we're building rapport, we're establishing our authority, and whether or not that turns up in business this month doesn't matter, because, as entrepreneurs, we're in it for the long game.
Well, thank you very much, Loren, for your time today.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate you coming on, and look forward to continuing working with you. And
can't wait to make magic.
Definitely.